Alright, we're going to take this stock 2010 Camaro head unit. We're going to pull it out and change it and go with an aftermarket using a Pac audio dash kit. We're going to put the shifter backmost position, turn this off. Here's we're going to take this piece off. It's a 2010 Camaro we're working on. We're going to pull this piece out. This guy's got a lot of stuff in his glove box. We'll take this tray here. All that's out. Appears that. Okay, we're gonna pull this down. Yep, right here's the plug. So look right there. We're gonna unplug that plug right there, so this piece will come right off. Okay, so there's that piece down, and then down here we're gonna have two 7mm, one here, one here. We need to take those out. Should come out from what I'm guessing. Let's take a look here. Okay, it says that this piece should just come out. So I'm going to take a plastic pry tool and see where a good spot would be to get onto it, because it's kind of in here. It's so easy in the instructions. There we go. This thing is going to come right out. There we go. Display is out, so we're gonna disconnect. There is a plug right here. We're gonna disconnect that. There you go. Set that down right there. Okay. Then in here we're gonna have 4 7mm. We got 1. We got 2, we got 3, we got 4. I'll show you where those are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this whole unit will come right out, just like that. You got one large harness right here. It's the big main harness right here. And looks like we have our antennas right over here. So there's regular antenna right there. And this looks like an XM antenna is what we have right here. There we go. So that looks like the XM antenna. I could be wrong, but that is what it looks like to me. And then probably our European antenna adapter for right there. And there's the stock head unit right there. It's the GM unit for the disc loading slot. That basically connects over to the display unit. So this is what we're going to be left with. Looks like XM antenna, regular antenna, which is probably like a 40 EU10 European antenna adapter, and then our main plug right here. And I'll show you how to wire up all those harnesses and everything. Stay tuned. Alright, here's the stock head unit. So it looks like from the front. And here's the back. We're going to take off these screws here, all these, and they're all different lengths. So we're going to put them in here and here and here. We're going to put them in different baggies because they're all different lengths. And then we're going to transfer all this stuff over to here, and I'll show you how to do that after we get that out. Alright, you have two lengths in screws. These are the longer screws, and these are the shorter screws. There is a huge difference between the two, okay? Where I have these green marks is where the short screws go. And then this green mark here on the bottom one, and this green mark here on the bottom. So these two bottom ones, these two right here are where the short screws goes. You have 4 short screws. The rest are all long screws. You do not want to get those mixed up on the back of this unit. Alright, now we're pulling this unit off here on the back. Basically exposing all this circuit board here. And then right down here we have this connector, and we're going to have to release this connector over here so it can be released from this piece off of this circuit board, so we can reuse these parts over here, just so you see that, okay? Okay, these 2 screws right here are tiny, and they're definitely different than all the rest of them, so these 2 would be totally different on these 2 screws right here. They're very small, so I marked those. Now the connector is disconnected off this white plug right here. Basically what you're going to want to do is you just basically take a flathead and push up on each one of these sides right here very gently. Don't want to just yank on it or it will break. So just pry up on each one of the sides over here on both sides, and that will pull right up. Now we're going to remove these screws down here and remove these pieces off, because we're going to be able to pull these front pieces off. Alright, we removed this screw and this screw, and there's little clips right here. I'll kind of show you on the other side. These little clips are sticking out, so you just push those back like I did right here, and that has actually made this knob come completely out. So you can pull the knob completely out. That's what it will look like. Get it out. Got to take out these 2 tiny little screws right here on both sides, and they're super tiny, so we're probably gonna have to come out with a micro precision screwdriver. Those have to come out to be able to get these 2 black pieces, plastic pieces on the bottom have to come out. Okay, this is the new kit. We've installed these 3 screws here, which are the long screws, to put these plastic pieces from the pre-existing OEM kit into the new kit. And then in the front, we went ahead and screwed in these tiny little micro screws that are like eyeglass screws into the front. And you'll have to use a micro screwdriver for both of those. Basically that holds those in on each side. Okay, we've installed this one over here. And these little clips right here on the back side, there's little pins right here. Those have to line up with these 2 holes right here when you put them back in. So you gotta make sure you line those up perfectly. And you'll tell from the back, when you push it through, you'll see them, and then they snap right in. But these pins have to line up perfectly. Boop, and then that just snapped right in, so your pins will all line up perfectly on the back. Same way on this side, your pins will all line up and snap right in. And then you have everything's all in there good. Alright, we put these 2 screws in right here, and then on the other side over here, I'm going to put these 2. These are like the mid-length ones. You're going to put those in here, just like so. Screw that back in to hold that dial. And there's that. way all 4 of these screws are back in. Alright, we removed on these white clips right here, we removed these 2 white clips from the factory unit. We went ahead and installed those white clips right here on the new unit. So this is, everything should be pretty good and ready to go. I'm also going to put 2 more screws back over here. This is everything that we had. Came with the Pac kit, comes with 1 full harness and another bag with another harness in it. This is pretty much everything right here that we have. So you got your brain, your door chime, and then all your integration harnesses. So this is going to be your main harness and your other power harness that goes into the brain, and then your reverse camera if it has that, your antenna adapter, and all your USB and extensions if you have those in the center console, and steering wheel interface as well. So everything's in here, and I'll show you how to wire all that up. Okay, when installing this, we cut these nubs off. They used to be out to here, but we cut them down to there. So we cut them down, they used to stick out about that far, we cut them down to there, basically to make room for the new HVAC system that's going to go into this. Also, this part right here needs to be cut completely out to make room for the double din to fit all the way securely back here. Alright. Here's our Pac harness, the RP5 GM4101. Everything's all wired up. This is going to go to your main harness. This is going to go to the back of our SONY. Got our door chime. This is for the aux in. And this is over here is our antenna adapter. So I'm going to plug this into the main harness over here. So that's plugged in. Here's our antenna. Good thing is behind here, I cut all this part out. Kind of show you guys that too. That back piece is all cut out right there. Cut that all out. Cut these off right here, just so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, and then here's our antenna, which we're gonna plug into. This antenna is a little different. It's got this lock. Got this large piece on it, and then comes over to here, and you also want to wire this up to your power antenna, this blue wire right here to your power antenna coming off your radio. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to hide this up here as far as I can get it, because there's a lot of room above the dash. And I can tell you right now, this double din is going to take a lot of room back here. So we're going to try to, these 4 bolts have to go back in, like all those right there. Then we're going to have, this piece is going to go back on here. That. And this is going to snap in here. And hopefully, give me a second, I have to move the camera. Okay, everything's all installed.
One Step is a grass seed mix.
This is what it looks like all completed.
And fertilizer to help you grow a dark.
This is what it looks like all completed.
Get yours today.
Basically, all you gotta do is put your 2 7mm bolts back in after you snap this piece in, and then you'll plug your harness into the back of this center console. But this is what it looks like all installed. Looks super, super, super nice and OEM. The one thing I think that is really cool is this temperature meter right here. If you watch this when I turn it off, and when you turn this back on, I think this is super cool that it does this. That is really nice. But looks very, very, very OEM clean. Barely even looks like you changed anything.